Hey guys, it's day 1020. We're doing back and buys.
Man, I know this is like a really weird random idea, but I don't know why I thought of it. I'm surprised there's no video game that exists that's like a boss maker, you know what I mean? Like, let's say what I mean by that is like, I don't know what the platform would necessarily be, but let's say like you had like an engine where people could like make their own bosses and then fight against their friends' bosses and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I think it'd be kind of interesting, you know what I mean? Because then you could also have like, let's say users vote amongst like bosses on popularity, and then let's say on like a weekly basis or something, there could be a challenge running and you can complete it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna make it, but I saw nothing like that exists. Like I googled it, nothing like that really exists.
Good idea.
I think it'd be cool, like for Twitch streamers and stuff like that. Like let's say they can make their own bosses and be like, oh hey, fellow streamer, I bet you can't beat my boss or some shit like that, right? I don't know. I just thought it was like an interesting idea.
Would they play the bosses?
Basically, yeah. Like basically, what it would be is I think the best way to do it would you make your own boss, and then you have to beat your boss, so you can't make unbeatable bosses. That'd be really fucking lame, right?
Beat your boss.
Like, would that make sense? Because at least you know, like when you make the boss, you know the boss mechanics already, so you kind of know how to beat it or know what it's doing. I don't know if that would be the best way to do it, because then what people would probably do is make these unbeatable bosses that nobody can beat, right? Or maybe if you can get a friend to beat a boss for something different to register or something, if you're too shit.
I thought you meant like they make the bosses and the bosses fight each other.
Oh no, I meant like, I guess it could even be that too. But I meant more so like you make a boss and then random players, like whoever they want, can try to beat it. Like then you get like a friend list and then people can join. I don't know, let's say, oh, so-and-so's got made a new boss or whatever, and then like on a weekly basis, like not on a weekly basis, but like you can like join and try to beat it, and then you try to make bosses too hard for your friends to beat and stuff. I don't know, that's what I meant by it, but yeah, maybe it could be. Like, I just feel like it's something that hasn't really been done.
No, yeah, I haven't seen that. Because I know there was like recent updates to the Unreal Engine 5 or whatever. And yeah, it's just pretty crazy realistic.
Yeah, I can imagine. I don't know.
So yeah, I'm sure they can make a game where you can like edit in game or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know what the bosses would be like. You know the game like Shadow of the Colossus or like or even just like let's say Dark Souls or something like that. You know what I mean? If you could make like bosses like that, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Like Elder Scrolls, whatever.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls and stuff like that too, right? And there's not really, I don't really think there's many games. I think there's a few that are exclusively bosses. Like there's no like leveling or story or anything. So I don't know, I think it'd be low investment too, right? Like, cause you don't have to grind and you don't have to get good gear to do it. You just hop in and then like, let's say everybody's got, you can pick your loadout or whatever for the boss. I think that'd be interesting too, rather than having a base character to try to figure out how to beat it and stuff. I don't know. Like I just think it'd be an interesting idea. Because I really do feel like we live in a world where with games, people have such short attention spans.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, remember back in the day, people would play these like really long games with like, big stories and stuff. But now the things that are popular are things like battle royales and stuff like that, right?
Like get into the action.
Exactly. So I was just kind of thinking like, if you had something like that.
Yeah, that's probably changing the way games are even developed. Like, I was focusing on like that quick style, like short.
Yeah, exactly. Because I definitely do think if we look at like it's interesting too, because like games like StarCraft or Warcraft or like those like really hard, long, like they probably take like a half hour. Games like that. I guess what I'm trying to say, any games that take a long period of time, I feel like younger people don't play. They want that quick, like, oh, Fall Guys, or quick, like, oh, something else, right? Like, I don't know. I
like with some like shooters where there's like no stories.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 'Cause I think people care less about that stuff. So like, I just think that boss thing could be interesting because then in a way you're cutting out the story of it. So then people are just like, oh, I'm gonna try this game out. Try to see if you can beat this boss I made. And they go home and they download it and they try to beat the boss or whatever. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I see it. Did you ever play Elder Scrolls?
Yeah, it was fun. It was alright.
I never tried it.
It's okay. I just don't really like the UI that much. I don't know if you've seen the UI, but it's just like kind of ugly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I remember it was like crazy popular. Did it like die off or something?
I think eventually.
People even play.
Well, I think they're gonna release a new one eventually. So I think that when that comes out, people will be down for it. What are we gonna do next? Want to do the bicep one?
Yeah, I guess the biceps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just. Maybe I could ask the AI to make the game for me. Yeah, can you code the game?
Man, the new ChatGPT is supposed to be coming out
That's wild.
soon. I'm kind of excited for it. I want to like ask a question. Like, yo, can you help me with my website? Make it even faster.
Yeah, man. I just wonder what the education system's gonna end up being like.
Yeah, that's scary. Because it's like the one right now, it's like limited to 2021 for all its information.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like capped out. So this new one is supposed to be like uncapped.
Wow.
And it can like do live shit.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know it was capped already. That's interesting. So do you even more like current and yeah.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, imagine like unlocking one that's way more powerful.
I think the thing that's gonna be crazy is I just wonder like I guess basically what I'm trying to say is like some things that can be solved but haven't been solved by humans yet. That's the thing that's the most interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's just a whole different way of looking at things. So I think I already said this, but it was interesting when they had the open AI or whatever play, you know the game Dota 2?
Yeah.
And they had it play against pros and it was beating pros because it was playing this really weird strategy that nobody ever really thought to do.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just kind of cool to think, like, you know, at the end of the day, there's so many things that are solidified as the correct way to do something because it's the only way we know how to do it. It's interesting when something that's just different than us can figure out something we might never even have thought of doing, and then we end up probably trying to learn how to do that or expand upon it. It's just really interesting how they can do thousands of simulations and all stuff like that, and you can learn so fast. It's so interesting.
It is like, it is crazy, but it makes so much sense because it's like, how many calculations per second can we do?
Not many at all.
Right? And then it's like, you're comparing us to like this AI that's connected to probably like a supercomputer. They're gonna probably do like tens of thousands of calculations per second.
Exactly.
Right?
And it's just like, yeah, like they can do more calculations probably in like a few minutes than we could ever do in a lifetime. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And then I think about, you know, like password hacking.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's like, you know, brute force method where it's like, oh, try all the combinations of the keyboard.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you can do like so many calculations per second, and it's like constantly growing,
Yeah.
the whole password's just like not work anymore.
You know, I wonder. Yeah, I'm curious, like, if you have really, like, yeah, I guess if it tries every possible combination, then maybe.
Yeah, right?
But who knows, maybe more things are going to introduce, you know, X amount of tries before it gets locked. I don't know. Then everybody's accounts are going to be fucking locked all the time.
Yeah. Or is there a way to like bypass the lock and just keep trying?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
There's like so many things.
Oh, yeah. And if people's passwords get access, that's like such a big fucking compromise.
Yeah.
What do I do next?
Can you do rows then? Or?
Rows in this?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll move.
Well, man, it's pretty scary, man. People online are talking about taking money out of banks.
Yeah.
Things are looking a little sketchy.
I can imagine. What am I doing? Am I stupid? Keep it and oh, there you go. Oh, use it. You're throwing on top there.
Yeah, it's kind of like scary.
No, I can imagine, man. For what it's worth, though, I think it's going to probably be a minority of people.
That what? Like take it out?
Yeah, I think most people.
Oh yeah, probably most people would.
Yeah,
but
so I don't have a huge impact.
I just wonder if like it's like smart to take it out.
Oh, it might be. Yeah, it might be correct.
Like, maybe not everything. Just take up some at least. So I guess you need something in there to pay bills automatically and shit.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no. Yeah, I think a huge crazy lump sum in there is probably not really necessary.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. It's kind of like scary to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cause like the Silicon Valley Bank, the government said they're gonna bail it out basically.
Oh wow.
So they have to print like so many more billions to cover it.
Can imagine, yeah.
And then they said they're gonna cover every other bank too. So they're just gonna be printing so many billions.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, it's gonna cause more inflation.
Yeah, I agree, that's an issue.
So the people I was watching, they're like, you better go buy assets and shit and not just hold cash because the value's gonna go down.
Yeah, that makes sense too. What I'm always curious about, if the assets go down, if the market goes down regardless, would that not affect the price of the assets?
Like with inflation, like the value of the dollar goes down.
Yeah.
So the price of the assets go up.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like, it's like your buying power goes down, so like the assets have to go up. So it's like shitty because it's like the people that are super wealthy are gonna have assets, so inflation's gonna like benefit them.
That makes sense.
And people that aren't super wealthy, inflation's gonna impact them the worst because they're gonna be worried about buying groceries and shit.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's so expensive. And then a lot of people are saying that they're doing this stuff on purpose to like mess up the dollar so they can do like the digital currency.
Yeah.
And that's like fuck.
Yeah.
To do that, that's scary shit.
That would be.
Yeah, the guy I listened to Tim Pool podcast keeps talking about the chickens he has, man.
What?
The chickens he has. He's like, we got a bunch of chickens. And he's like, now we have too many eggs. He's like, they're overproducing eggs. Oh, damn, that's a cool problem to have.
Yeah, I guess so. Would you ever have farm animals?
I think so, yeah. I think it's awesome. It's pretty like crazy, like chickens are pretty magical, man.
Yeah.
You just give them some food and they make these eggs.
That's just crazy.
And they make an egg every day.
One thing I don't really understand with the egg fertilization process, like how does an egg become like an egg that you eat or an egg that you can grow to a chicken?
Oh yeah.
Cause I've seen there's this guy, he's this big story, like, I don't know, he got his big popular YouTube video, and he made popular, he like bought some quail eggs, and you keep buying them until he got one that hatched. Eventually, he bought some from the store and he fucking hatched a quail from it. So it's like you always kind of wonder. Not that it's super inhumane, I don't really care. But like these chicken eggs, we're taking them, but like are they? Would they all potentially become chickens if they weren't, or like are the eggs that are on the market eggs that could have never been chickens? I don't know.
I think it could, don't they have to be like kept warm or something? Or
yeah, I don't know.
I don't really know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But it's just weird to think we're like basically eating babies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of fucking weird, right?
But yeah.
I guess we eat pigs and cows and all that crap anyways.
Yeah, all that crap.
It's just weird to think, it's like, oh, I'm eating a baby.
But I heard people like that have chickens, they just give it like their like dinner leftovers and stuff. And they basically eat like scraps or whatever.
Yeah.
So you don't have to buy like chicken feed or something.
Oh, it says most eggs sold commercially in the grocery store are from poultry farms that have not been fertilized. In fact, laying hens and most commercial farms have never even seen a rooster. Given the right nutrients, hens will lay eggs with or without having been in the presence of a rooster. So I guess they can just like lay eggs regardless if you kind of manipulate it a bit, I guess. It's interesting.
Ooh, bicep.
It's kind of nice how bright it's still out though with the daylight savings, eh?
I think earlier it was nicer.
Yeah.
Sunlight.
What time is it right now? It's like 6:30 or some shit?
Maybe 7.
6:45.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's still bright. That's good. So I'd rather it be light now than light when I wake up when I'm fucking inside working anyways.
Yeah.
Where does this one go? It's not here.
Oh, there.
Yeah. Punch boy. Alright. Oh, I'm fucking dead. Ow. I got a couple more than I usually do, so. It's like dying to be in there. Alright guys,
I'm down to 20. See ya.